Hello, I'm Father Joe Roesch of the Marian Fathers of the Immaculate Conception. Thank you for joining us as we continue with our year-long journey reading the diary of St. Maria Faustina Kowalska from beginning to end. Today we take up from where we left off, beginning with diary entry number 1479. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. O my Jesus, in terrible bitterness and pain, I yet feel the caress of your divine heart. Like a good mother, you press me to your bosom, and even now you give me to experience what the veil hides. O my Jesus, in this wilderness and terror which surround me, my heart still feels the warmth of your gaze, which no storm can blot out for me, as you give me the assurance of your great love, O God. O my Jesus, midst the great miseries of this life, you shine like a star, O Jesus, protecting me from shipwreck. And though my miseries be great, I have great trust in the power of your mercy. O hidden Jesus, in the many struggles of my last hour, may the omnipotence of your grace be poured out upon my soul, that at death's moment I may gaze upon you and see you face to face, as do the chosen in heaven. O my Jesus, midst the dangers which surround me, I go through life with a cry of joy, my head raised proudly, because against your heart so filled with love, O Jesus, all enemies will be crushed, all darkness dispelled. Jesus, hide me in your mercy, and shield me against everything that might terrify my soul. Do not let my trust in your mercy be disappointed. Shield me with the omnipotence of your mercy, and judge me leniently as well. Today, during Holy Mass, I saw the infant Jesus near my kneeler. He appeared to me about 1 year old, and he asked me to take him in my arms. When I did take him in my arms, he cuddled up close to my bosom and said, "It is good for me to be close to your heart. Although you are so little, I know that you are God. Why do you take the appearance of such a little baby to commune with me?" Because I want to teach you spiritual childhood. I want you to be very little, because when you are little, I carry you close to my heart, just as you are holding me close to your heart right now. And with that, I was again alone, but no one can conceive the emotions of my soul. I was so fully plunged into God, like a sponge thrown into the sea. O my Jesus, you know that I have gotten myself into a lot of trouble for speaking out the truth. O truth, so often oppressed, you nearly always wear a crown of thorns. O eternal truth, support me, that I may have the courage to speak the truth, even if it would come about that I would pay for it with my life. O Jesus, how hard it is to believe in this, when one sees one thing taught and something else lived. This is why, during the retreat, after a long observation of life, I resolved to fix my eyes firmly on you, Jesus, the most perfect of models. O eternity, which will uncover many secrets and make manifest the truth. O living host, support me in this exile, that I may be empowered to walk faithfully in the footsteps of the Savior. I do not ask, Lord, that you take me down from the cross, but I implore you to give me the strength to remain steadfast upon it. I want to be stretched out upon the cross as you were, Jesus. I want all the tortures and pains that you suffered. I want to drink the cup of bitterness to the dregs. Here, St. Faustina writes a poem to Jesus. She asks his ongoing help and guidance. She writes that life is like a voyage on a ship, and Jesus protects us from shipwreck. He is like the star that guided the Magi. She looks ahead to her last hour of life and asks Jesus to protect her. And she asks Jesus to protect her from all spiritual harm. And then Jesus appears to Faustina as an infant. He snuggles close to her heart and tells her that he wants to teach her spiritual childhood. Jesus wants all of us to be little, so that he can hold us close to his heart, like one carries an infant, with tender love. He will help us through all the difficulties of our life. And then Faustina writes of being fully absorbed in God like a sponge in the sea. Love transforms her. Faustina then writes an ode to the truth. She has suffered in the past for proclaiming the truth. Sometimes it is hard for people to hear the truth. She resolves to keep her eyes always fixed on Jesus, who is the way, the truth, and the life. He is the model for us. He paid his life to uphold the truth. And she finds her strength in the Eucharist. She asks Jesus to help her to endure all of her sufferings. She unites them with those that Jesus suffered on the cross.